The Bloomberg alert flashed across my screen at 2:47 p.m. Harrington Hotels Group valued at $620 million. I was 28, standing in my Chicago penthouse office, the city sprawling below like a map I'd redrawn myself. 5 years earlier, my father, Victor Harrington, had slammed the estate gates shut behind me. "You married that nobody contractor. You're no longer my daughter," he'd said. Ethan, my husband now, was a skilled builder from a working-class family. No trust fund, no connections. Victor called him the bricklayer, with the same venom he reserved for competitors. He cut me off completely. No money, no references, no family network. He expected me to crawl back broken. Instead, Ethan and I rented a crumbling duplex in Pilsen. We ate beans on toast, worked 18-hour days, and flipped our first motel with sweat, equity, and small spa loans. Every rejection Ethan faced in the industry, I later learned Victor had quietly blacklisted him at major firms. Only fueled us. Hunger builds empires. My younger sister Claire still lived under Victor's roof, playing the perfect daughter while slipping me intel. 3 weeks ago, she'd photographed a shredded letter from his desk, a margin call on $32 million in private loans secured against his 58% controlling stake in Harrington Financial Services. The lender, a shadowy hedge fund called Apex Bridge, was circling like vultures. Victor was days from default. When his text arrived, family dinner. 8 p.m. mandatory. Urgent. I knew it wasn't pride. It was panic. I didn't tell Ethan the full plan. I just kissed him goodbye and said, "I'm ending something tonight." Then I called my corporate attorney. Buy the Apex note. Whatever it costs. Have it assigned to me by close of business. I arrived at the estate in a simple black dress. No jewelry except my wedding band. Victor sat at the head of the 12-foot mahogany table, pouring vintage Cabernet with a hand that trembled just enough to notice. Mother stared at her plate. Claire gave me a tiny nod. He didn't waste time on pleasantries. "I saw the valuation," he said, cutting his fillet with sharp jerks. "Beginner's luck. You think you're a real player now?" He leaned forward. "The bricklayer still fetching tools while you play CEO?" I let him talk. Let him build his case. Then he slid the envelope across the table. Inside, a petition for emergency guardianship, backed by 2 fresh psychiatric reports, claiming acute delusional disorder and financial incompetence. The doctor's name? Dr. Ellis Crow, a retired shrink Victor had bailed out of tax trouble years ago. "You have 5 minutes to sign over Harrington Hotels to me," Victor said. "Or these filings go to court tomorrow. Your board panics. Your stock crashes. And I step in as conservator to save the company. Your choice, darling." He sipped his wine. Smug. I opened my briefcase and placed a thick folder in front of him. "You love control, Father. Let's discuss yours." He frowned. I flipped open the top page. Assignment of debt, stamped and notarized that afternoon. Apex Bridge had sold the $32 million note at a steep discount, fearing imminent default, to a new entity. My entity. "I own the loan now," I said quietly. "I own the personal guarantee. I own the security interest in your shares." His face drained of color. "That's impossible." "Confidential." "Was," I corrected, "until you defaulted. Which you did at midnight when the grace period ended." He lunged for the papers. Claire stood up. "Dad, don't." He shoved her aside. Glass shattered. "This is blackmail." I didn't flinch. I tapped my phone. "A pre-written text to counsel file. It's done," I said. "Confession of judgment entered electronically 10 minutes ago." Public record. The shares are mine under UCC Article 9. I control Harrington Financial as of right now. His phone exploded with notifications. Board alerts. Broker calls. The empire he'd built on intimidation was crumbling. Victor collapsed into his chair, breathing hard. "You ungrateful. I built my company with my hands," I said. "You tried to destroy us because we didn't need you. You blacklisted Ethan. You monitored our credit. You called it parenting. I call it cruelty. Mother finally looked up, eyes wide, not at him, but at me. Something like respect flickered there. You have 45 days to vacate the executive floor, I continued. Security will escort you for personal items only. Audits start Monday. If I find embezzlement, I won't hesitate to press charges. I stood, smoothing my dress. Congratulations on your early retirement. Victor's last shout echoed as I walked out. I made you. I didn't turn back. The night air tasted like freedom. At home, Ethan waited with takeout Thai and a bottle of cheap red, our old tradition. He didn't ask details. He just held me. It's over, I whispered. He kissed my forehead. We're just getting started. 3 months later, the Harrington financial sign came down. In its place rose the expanded headquarters of Harrington Hotels. Ethan's designs covered my walls, our buildings, our legacy. I kept one thing from the old house. My grandmother's sapphire ring. A reminder that family isn't blood. It's who stands beside you when the gates slam shut, and who helps you build new ones. Some legacies you inherit, others you take back.